What's happening, guys? So, I feel like videos like these is very helpful for you guys around this time of a year. So I'm going to break down different things as to maybe why this is going on. But just know that like every phase of life, different things happen. You can go from having a whole bunch of people around you to nobody around you. You can go from having nobody around you to having everybody around you, because of the different seasons of life. And if you decide to take a big turn in life, you're going to have completely different people around you. And it depends what path you want to take, is what it comes down to. And also, things could be the way they are because of your upbringing. Like, I'm not sure, just the way things were. Maybe you didn't have a big family. You didn't have that many people, I don't know. I had a big family. I had a lot of people around me, but at the same time, things changed very quick. I had a lot of friends. Things changed very quick. Right now, I got like key people. And that's what I stick to, and that's what I like. I can't be staggered all over the place, not knowing where I stand with some people. I have to know who I stand with at all times. There's no weird shit going on. And as an adult, this is how life typically goes. You can't, how can I say this? You can't continue on in life having like the grade schooler mindset where everybody's your friend, because let's be real, that's how it was. I don't know about you guys, some of you guys might have been different, but I was just friends with way too many people, bruh. And when you start venturing out and taking these paths, you're gonna get a lot of haters. So some of these people ain't gonna be cool with you. When you venture off and do certain things, they don't like what you do. Who knows? But, you know, becoming an adult, things change very quick. Every phase of life is very different. You have to adjust, and you have to be willing to let go. That's something I did not struggle to do. I don't struggle to let go of what I should, because it's going to hurt me more if I don't let go. You have to let go of the old to let in the new. You have to live in the moment every single day. You have to be willing to take things as they are and not harp on what used to be, and you want to keep what you used to have, and you gotta let shit go, bruh. Just like old clothes, just like anything, you gotta let shit go. Maybe you had a favorite hat and it got dirty or something like that, and you don't want to throw it out, because the hat served you for a long time, for years. Throw the hat, bruh. Get a new one. Especially if you got a new one and you're still holding on to the old. Sometimes it's better to just let shit go. So like I said, at every phase of life, different things are happening. You have to be able to let go of old shit to let in the new. If you don't, it can hold you back from the new, and you got old shit that doesn't even serve you in any way. So it's detrimental to your life, to your growth, to your success, to your future. And it's just not good. You have to... I've had a talk with a friend recently about this. You have to be able to understand what needs to be done in order to advance. Because if you don't, you're not going to advance. You're going to hold yourself back. So there's many different reasons as to why you might have not many people around you at certain periods of time. But things don't stay the same usually for that long. Not for me anyways. Some people I've talked to too have been alone for a long, long time. You might have to, it's almost on you at that point. You got to make some changes, some adjustments. You got to grind it out. You got to sacrifice. You got to do some good things. A lot of good things. If the odds are not in your favor, if life didn't hand you a good set of cards, because we're all gifted like a set of cards in life. We're all gifted positions. We're all gifted. We grow up somewhere in a specific area around specific people. Things like that. So, however things are, you have to turn the tables in your favor. You have to understand what's going on. You have to come up with a game plan to get yourself out of situations X, Y, and Z, so you can get into different situations. You can change your life very fast if you use your mind. But if you don't get creative, if you're not bold, you might never do that. You might stay stuck and stagnant and not be able to advance. So if you want to advance, you have to understand what's happening. You got to understand what needs to be done. I don't even know if some of you guys are a people person, but I am. And there's not even that many people I want to be around, bruh. Like I said, a tight circle is the only way. When you're in grade school, and even after that for maybe a couple more years, typically most people have a larger circle of people that they kind of keep up with it and all this type of shit. But as you get older, less becomes more. In grade school, maybe more is more. But less becomes more the older you get, because you become wiser and understand what life is really about. You're going to create your own family. You're going to create your own stuff. You're going to have a small circle of friends around, not many. And that's the best way to be. Because you're going to be busy with your life anyways. You don't have time for 30 or 40 different groups of friends. You do not have the time. You're going to stick with people nearby, and that's how it's going to be. You don't have to create enemies. It doesn't have to be that way. But typically, you're going to have a few set of people, and that's what it's going to be. And it's usually the younger people that don't understand this fast enough. And I know people right now that get into their 20s, get into their mid-20s, and they're still stuck in that high school, grade school mindset of having way too many people around them, bro. Like, you have to let go of that bullshit to be able to grow as a person. Focus on the task at hand. Become a man. Become what you're supposed to be, ultimately. And you can't do that if you're stuck in this grade school mindset. The only time you're going to have a lot of friends is when you're around a lot of people like that all the time, which is in places like school. Where else do you go where you're around that many damn people, bruh? Pretty much nowhere. If you even go to a club or anything like this, there might be a lot of people, but not that many. Not as many as out of school. And that's a short-lived experience anyway. In the school, you're there 5 days a week for 6, 7, 8 hours. That's a long time. So, of course, you're going to have a lot of friends. You don't want to create that many enemies. That's how it is. But after that, man, life changes. I changed like this, like naturally. Some people are so bad at holding on to the old. They continue to live that way. Keep up with way too many people. Try to keep living that life and they don't adjust. The second I got out of school, bruh, like, I immediately did the right things. I changed so fast, it was like a flick. Because my intuition knew that this was the right way to go about things. I told you guys this before, I live my life a very unique way. That a lot of people, they don't do it that good, that efficiently. because they get caught up in too much bullshit, waste too much time. I didn't do that. I got very efficient with my time the second I got focused and got out of school. School held me back. People in life ultimately held me back. And there's almost nothing anybody could do for me that was good. Like, I didn't grow up around that talented of people. That, like, not really creative people. People that were more so stuck. People that were more so just not talented, not gifted. That's why I kind of always felt chosen in a sense where I just felt different than everybody else, because I knew I had talents and goals that other people don't even think of. Like, I said it before, man, some people have it and some people don't. I just knew I had it over pretty much everybody else around me. If other people had it, I would have known about it. They'd have been shown things. They would have been... It's not hard to tell what's what. And I knew what I had and I knew what other people had, and they just did not have what I had. And that's it. So you're not going to end up around people like that, bruh. If you got something inside of you and you want better for yourself, you have to know what to do and how to go about it. You can't be just around anybody. And the people you're around and you're close to, they have to understand you. They have to be encouraging of you and not the opposite. You can't have people around you trying to cave you in, trying to act like you're just like them or some normal person, because let's be real, bro, you're not. You're just not. People like that, they're not encouraging. Being around encouraging people is so damn important. They see who you are, they see your gifts. You can be the most gifted person on earth. And some of these loosey-goose motherfuckers, bro, they will not see your gifts. Simply because they don't want to. They don't even want to believe that you have that special of gifts. So people like that have to go so you can grow. Otherwise, you'll be held back from your goals and your dreams. And you'll never amount to anything because you were around peasants. So you don't want to be around a whole lot of people. If you're more so sticking to yourself around these times of the years, bro, you are blessed. You don't want to be involved in the mess. It's short-lived. It doesn't last. You might think to yourself now, oh my God, everyone's having so much fun, all da 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 da. It never lasts. That type of shit does not last. It's short-lived. These people do not figure out life quick enough. They start to figure things out when they're much, much older. And you'll be much better off figuring things out much younger. You'll get a lit lifestyle. And their life will still not be lit. Yours will be, theirs won't be. Because you did the right things regardless of how you felt. And they did what they felt like doing. Let's hang out with friends. Let's do this. Let's do that. All while it didn't even mean shit. Now these people aren't even your friends. It's amazing, isn't it? Because it doesn't exist. That's grade school bullshit. Most of those people, if you're lucky, 1, 2, 3 people from there you might be cool with. If you're lucky. They might understand you. If you're lucky. But most of that shit, bro, it don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing. And you will know this becoming an adult. You will know this. You'll know the truth. And what matters is what's real. What matters is what you can create. Which is your legacy. Which is your circle around you. Which is your family. The family you can create. The people you can create around you. You're all on the same page. You all understand each other. You're all there for each other. It's solid. You have plans until the end of time with each other. That is how it has to be. Less is always more as you get older. It is the opposite when you're younger because you're in that position already. You're in a position where you're around a shitload of people. You don't want to create all the enemies in the world. You're going to kind of bond in with everybody else. It's just how shit goes, and after school you have to adjust. Fast. The faster the better. The more you get caught up into the matrix and a bunch of bullshit, the worse your life is going to be for longer. They think they're having so much fun. When they finally wake the fuck up and realize nothing they ever did mattered with any of the people, they're not even cool no more. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. But you know what's not pointless? Your legacy. Your actual family. That's going to stick with you through thick and thin. Till the end. You got each other. That's not pointless. What's pointless is short-lived bullshit. And I'm telling you right now what's short-lived. I don't give a fuck about the short-lived bullshit. I can miss any party on earth. Okay, one night's gone, big deal. Another day. I can miss anything. It's just a day. There's too much to do. This is a mindset you will have when you have lots to do, when you have lots of stuff to do. A party is not going to faze you. This is not going to faze you. That is not going to faze you. Not much is going to faze you when you get your shit and in a line and all your ducks in a row. Not much is going to faze you. And you have your priorities straight. You know what you want. You know what the goals are. And it's important to stay focused on your goals. And not be wandering off. Oh my God, I should be at this party. I should be at that party. Oh, I should have more friends. Bullshit. None of that shit matters. None. What matters is you doing the best job you can do with your life. Creating the best life for yourself, and you're not going to do that around a bunch of associates. Spending your time doing mindless things that has no payoff. And if you're even going to do things that are left field, do it with people that matter. Do it with your damn family that you have created. Or the very few people around you that you trust. They're ambitious, you're ambitious, etc., etc. You guys get the point. Life is too short to waste time doing mindless things with mindless people. At least do some mindless things with some good people. That's better. It's much better. What you're going to realize is most people are snakes, bro. This is the truth. The same people you chill with are now talking behind your back, talking shit. It is what it is. They don't want to advance. You do. You're not in the same path. You have to realize this quick. Boom, 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 boom. Get your shit right. And this is typically what happens when you grow up a lot quicker than everybody else around you. This is typically what happens. It really be that way. So, last thing, like I said, you're blessed. Around these times, you don't want a bunch of associates around you, a bunch of mindless bullshit. It's better to spend your time in peace than around some bullshit like that. Or maybe a few people you got close to you that you can trust. That is the answer. Family really is that important. Whether it's your relative family or the family you create. A few brothers around you, whatever. few people you trust. That is what is important. They're going to be there forever. It's going to be memories well made. You're not going to be making memories with the enemies. And that's a new thing right there. Do not make memories with the enemies. Do not do that. I made quite a few memories with enemies. And it's all pointless now. You look back, you had some good times with some enemies today. But things change pretty quick, and all of that ends up being pointless because of what happened. And it's all their fault. Because they're not accepting. They're toxic. They're stuck in their ways. They don't want to accept what is. They don't want to accept your growth. They don't want to give you any credit. They'd rather be negative towards you because you're thriving, you're succeeding. And it's a sad reality of this world. They're mad jealous of you, bro. But that's how it's going to be sometimes. God willing. But I'm telling you guys now the right things to do and how blessed you are to not have a bunch of associates around you. It's not the answer. It's not what you want. It's never going to be what you want. Some people think right now, oh, I have all these friends and all this stuff. Meanwhile, they don't see what's coming years and years and years ahead. I know countless amounts of people that's lost friends. It happens to just about everybody. People veer off. And not everybody you veer off with is going to be an enemy, but some people will become an enemy if you become successful enough. This is just the way life goes. But anyways, guys, count your blessings. Do good during these times. And these times, don't let shit get in your head. These times are like any other times. YouTube is like dead right now because people are changing up. People are doing different things. People are doing different things, getting distracted, getting lost, and doing all this bullshit, right? Not me. I don't feel any different during these times than any other day. I would rather get to work. I would rather stay on my grind. I would rather be doing the right things. But everybody else is going to be distracted. Everybody else is slacking. Everybody else is getting distracted with the wrong things and not staying focused, not staying in their lane. And of course, you can do something here and there and stuff like that. But you still got to keep some focus, because when you get unfocused for long enough, it gets more harder to get back focused the way you were. It takes work. It's like anything. But anyways, that's it with this video. On to the next.